This one's for anybody with the emotional authority. Now, I'm going to talk about it in the context of a generator, but this also works for projectors and manifestors. Stick around for a step-by-step process on how to actually use your solar plexus to transmute emotional energy. P.S. If you don't have a body graph, just go to my website and generate one. ReikiMarco.com is free. In a nutshell, everybody has an emotional threshold, right? Like there's a range that if you're in that range, you're going to make sound decisions. You're not going to be overcome by your emotions. Now, when you are out of that threshold, that's what we call being in an emotional wave. It's either when you're sadder than your threshold allows, or you're like happier and more excited than your threshold allows. When you're in that state, do not make decisions. Do not inform. Do not respond to invitations. Do not respond with your sacral. You are in an emotional wave. The strategy when you're in an emotional wave is to ride out the emotional wave before making your decision. That's before responding. That's before replying to the invitation, and that's before initiating. The keynote with the solar plexus is truth and confrontation. During that emotional time, you're there to use that energy to confront the truth for yourself, not like try and solve something in the external world or use that emotional fuel to do something in the external world. It's for an internal confrontation of truth, not an externalized confrontation of truth. Another way to view this is that there's water inside your body that needs help getting out. Okay, water has the highest memory potential out of all the elements. And when you're in an emotional wave, that's a great time for that trauma, those stories, those memories to physically leave your body. Step number one, you're going to recognize that you're in an emotional wave. This can sometimes be hard, and it will be harder for people with undefined solar plexus. One of the benefits of having a defined solar plexus is knowing, oh, I'm in an emotional wave. Yeah. Sometimes when you have an undefined solar plexus, like it is here, this is actually my body graph, it can be challenging to know when you're actually in an emotional wave. And yes, people with undefined solar plexus can definitely experience emotional waves and will want to follow the same step-by-step process that I'm sharing. Step number 2 is go somewhere safe. You don't want to be around people who are just going to yank you from your solar plexus back up into your head. People that are always like trying to make you feel better, people that are asking a lot of questions, they might have good intentions, but they're incapable, and they're actually going to prevent you from transmuting this emotional energy. Step number 3 is to somatically move the energy. If you feel like crying, cry. Put on sad music. Take a bath. If you feel like being happy, like exhaust the emotional energy. Once you exhaust the emotional energy, then step 4, which is the most important, becomes available to you. Step 4 is to integrate the process, which means just lay on your back and let the energy settle. Most people are super quick to like start telling their friends about it or start sharing on social media about how moving through your emotions is important. Just like give yourself a second, okay? You can think of the solar plexus like a pressure cooker. If there's not enough heat and there's not enough pressure, the thing that's inside is not going to get cooked. When you do things like trying to make yourself feel better or talking to friends, most of the time you're actually just releasing pressure and releasing heat, which again is not going to help you accomplish the goal of properly cooking your emotions so that they're digestible. It's very popular to say, oh, let's talk about our emotions. Let's talk about our emotions. Well, how about let's process our emotions and then talk about them? There's nothing wrong with your emotions or feeling big emotions. There's nothing wrong with feeling big emotions for no reasonable reason as well. Okay? You might step on a bug and just start crying your ass off. That's fine. It's about accepting what you feel, not controlling what you feel. Now, this will take practice, but hopefully as you do this, you'll start to see the benefit of actually moving through your emotional waves and not suppressing them or blaming other people for them.